I have never been any good at saying goodbye. I have always been much better at saying hello. I'm the type of annoying person at parties and social gatherings who says, "Oh, time to go," and then spends another few minutes coats on chatting rather than actually leaving. There's something about the finality of goodbye that has always been something I struggle with. Indeed, when I left teaching on my last day in my school, I said no "right, I'm off" or "ta-ra." I slipped away quietly at the end of the day without saying that last painful goodbye because it was too painful, despite the fact that I was leaving to pursue the lifelong call to join the priesthood. But here I am now, having to say goodbye without actually being able to say goodbye properly. It is a rather strange and alien feeling to not be able to wrap my arms around you, to shake hands, to hold hands and pray with you, to sing one final mass for you, or to sit in benediction in the veneration of the Blessed Sacrament with you. One last time. It is my hope that I'll come back for a bit of a do when we can all join together, and I do hope that if we are able to have a welcome service in my new parish, that you will all join me. Well, 3 years ago I bounded into St Augustine's as a freshly minted deacon, bedecked in piercings, a very new clerical shirt, leather jacket, and a rather interestingly patterned pair of Dr. Martin boots. I may have seemed more than a little different to what you were expecting from a curate. I was very nervous. But you all welcomed me and my family so warmly in all 3 churches. I knew that it was going to work out well, and it has. You are 3 beautiful congregations. You are all faithful and generous with your hearts and prayers. And it has been my privilege to serve you this last 3 years. And I truly hope that I have served you well. I've had some wonderful experiences this last 3 years, and I made a little video of them to go with this reflection. It's on YouTube if you want to have a look. From irreverent nativities with the Mthr cadets, to bounding round the church with bunny ears on at Easter, or getting way more excited than a grown woman really should at the arrival of Santa at Breakfast with Santa. Yes, I really did jump up and down. But it's not only those action-filled moments that will stay with me. It's the quieter moments, those moments of ministering to you all. Sitting in the hospice, reading Great Expectations aloud, and praying with somebody as they made their final journey. Or sitting with a family sharing joyful stories of their loved ones as they prepared to call the undertaker. The Paddington Bear baptism, yes, I did compare Jesus to a marmalade sandwich, and the weddings and moments of joy, those moments when you invited me into your homes to bring you communion or to simply sit and chat. I am so deeply privileged and humbled that you have trusted me to minister to you and to be your curate. I am so thankful to you all. I'm also thankful to you all for the welcome you have shown my children, whether it be the gifts of Mrs. Lush's yummy cakes for birthdays, half-term gifts and activities to do, letting them help out at the autumn fairs, the treats in sandwich boxes of leftovers from buffets, and the sneaky custard creams at tea after services, or just the welcome and the knowledge that they were able to be at home in all three churches. You were with them for their confirmation and have been so important in their journey of faith, and I thank you for that. Whether that was being patient with them while they learned to serve in the sanctuary at Mass, or simply inviting them to sit with you while I took the service. Indeed, one of Laura's fondest memories of when I first started was sitting with Mrs. Dobbins by the organ in Holy Nativity during benediction. I have been blessed to work with wonderful lay and clerical team. I am unable to name everybody, so please forgive me if I miss anybody out. It was not intentional. But I am so grateful to wardens, altar teams, sacristans, brass polishers, flower arrangers, the choir, organists, the coffee makers, and everyone who works so tirelessly to make our services happen and our churches a welcoming space. You are so very appreciated, and you are so important to the life of the parish. I am so grateful for your patience and your support over the last 3 years. To Robert, thank you for your friendship and encouragement. Thank you for the laughter, conversation and patient teaching when I was learning the Exultet and could not quite avoid that bum note. To Father Richard, thank you for your beautiful presence. Your wise words at weekly Mass are often a balm for my soul when it's been a tough or difficult week. I also remember Father John Lewis with great fondness. I miss greatly his wit and sense of humour and our colourful theological chats at the end of a service. I shall forever remember him telling me that I had his permission to be let out. I also want to say a great big thank you to Rachel, who has been a wonderful colleague over the last 3 years. She is a fountain of knowledge and a true gift to this parish. And I also want to say thank you to Father Mark. His patience and care in training me has thoroughly prepared me for the next part of my journey. He is a dedicated priest and full of good advice. I will miss our chats at morning and evening prayer, and especially the laughter in the vestry. And so I must depart. For every time there is a season, and my season here has ended. I shall miss you all greatly, and I shall keep you all in my prayers. Let us pray. Lord, today I give thanks for the parish of Penarth and Llandoch. I give thanks for their love and their joy. I give thanks for their hospitality and their patience. Be with them as they come to terms with the loss of friends and family during these troubled times, and support them in their faith journey and through any uncertainty. Amen.